guys, headed out to Death Valley this morning, off to the mountains towards California. I look forward to it. It's gonna be a nice day. High of 90. I think that's pretty nice for Death Valley, but yeah, we'll see how the day goes, but here we go. So guys, the reason I want to do this video is, like, you know, not everybody has like a multiple days to go stay at a national park, which would be a good thing if you can come here for a few days. But people like us that have work, jobs, family, whatnot, and just don't have a lot of time to dedicate towards it, I just want to kind of give you guys a quick little overview of what you can do if you only have one day. My first stop is Dante's View, towering at 5,575 feet above Badwater Basin. It's a favorite spot for photographers and videographers because you have a view of the whole valley, which gives you the bird's eye view of some of the main attractions at Death Valley National Park. It's very high up, but it gives you the full view of the park. And as you can see behind me, the Salt Flats, which is where I'm headed to here in a few, but I wanted to get up top here and get the best view. And down there is the lowest point, well below the sea level. Up here at a very high point, the drive was kind of scary coming up here, all these bends and crazy ridges, but made it here, and definitely something you want to come here first and just get the gaze of the whole valley. You can see behind me, you can see the whole valley and the Salt Flats and everything. It's a pretty good spot to be here first, Dante's View, and then you can make your way into the valley once you take a look at it from up here above. So yeah, on to the next one. My next stop is Mesquite Flat Sand Dunes. Located in the northernmost part of Death Valley National Park, these dunes are named after mesquite tree which grows in abundance in this area. The mesquite dunes are known for the dramatic shadows they cast at sunrise and sunset. Unfortunately, I was there during the day, so I tried my best to get the most out of this extremely dry but unique landscape. That's it for the sand dunes. It's amazing. If you really want to get a really good sight of it, you guys got to come out in the evening time or in the morning when the sun is kind of in an angle. Then you'll see the defined shadows in the sand, and it even looks more prettier. But either way, it's a sight to behold. On to the next stop on a hot day, to the Badlands. My next stop is one of the most unique landscapes in North America, Devil's Golf Course. It's made up of large salt formations in a barren landscape as far as the eye can see. It's one of the most accessible attractions here at the park. You can park the car and walk right into the rocks. Really big salt and rock. It's so hard, and it's been hardened over the years because of the dry nature of this area. And it's pretty interesting. Big salt rock, and that's what this whole thing is. A bunch of very super hardened and dry salt rocks. And it's Devil's Golf Course because of its interesting landscaping that it has, and famously named as Devil's Golf Course because only devil could play golf in these areas. My next stop is the lowest point in North America, sitting at 282 feet below sea level. These salt flats cover nearly 200 square miles of area. Infamously named Badwater Basin by the early settlers, the water here at the spring-fed pool is truly salty and is not drinkable. Badwater Basin is the remains of what used to be an ancient lake tens of thousands of years ago. As the lake dried, it left the accumulation of sediment and salt over time. There's a paved road that leads to the parking lot, and it's about a mile and a half, 2 mile walk from the parking lot to the actual salt flats. Alright guys, here we're at the Badwater basin. It's a salt flat, and it's wonderful. Yeah, a bunch of salt deposited rocks. These ridges, they are formed when the water kind of bubbles up and reacts to the salt up here. It's pretty interesting. As you can see where I'm walking, you can hear the crunch. This is all salt. It's pretty amazing landscape here. By the time I left Badwater Basin, it was already afternoon hours, and I had a few hours drive back to where I was staying, so I decided to take the scenic route to the final destination for the day, Zabriskie Point. It's a large erosional landscape of finely carved mountains made of sediments from Furnace Creek Lake, which dried about 5 million years ago. It's named after a man called Christian Zabriskie. He was the vice president of the Pacific Coast Borax Company. He managed the mining operations in Death Valley in late 1800s. Zabriskie Point is famous for its beautiful sunset views. Alright guys, last but not the least, Zabriskie Point. Let you guys a view behind me. It's an incredible view of these sand formations. Truly incredible. I even got a chance to shadow box at the top of Zabriskie Point, which was pretty amazing to be honest. One day in Death Valley, not bad, very hot, very dry, but got to see a lot of cool stuff. All these attractions I just mentioned to you guys, worthwhile. I know there's a lot more other things to see. So if you guys want to plan it accordingly, that's cool. But for me, that was my top list. I wanted to go out and see in one day. I did really good. It's almost 6 o'clock in the evening, and done for the day. But still enjoying this beautiful view out here. Just can't get enough of it. As I was on my way back from Death Valley, I found a cool little spot to pull over and check out the sunset among jaswa trees. It was truly incredible, and what a way to end the day.